Hello students and parents, good evening, how are you today? Hello, hi everyone. Hi Aiden, hi Strawberry. So many of you are here tonight. Very good students. Hello Bola, hi everyone. Okay, so who here wants to add 10 extra marks to your PSLE Math exam tonight? Double tap the screen now if you want to add 10 extra marks. Yes, very good. I can see so many of you tapping your screen. Very nice. Welcome to PSLE MathTok Live. I'm Coach Liu, founder and academic director at Tutify Education, and I'm also the co-founder at the Southeast Asian Math Olympiad. So yes, I might sneak in a few Olympiad style shortcuts also. For the past 18 years, I've been analyzing PSLE papers and coaching students just like you, many of whom went on to achieve AL1. Now that I've introduced myself, now it is your turn to let me get to know you. Everybody, comment your school name in the chat right now. Let's see which schools are representing tonight. Where are you from, students? Which schools are you from? Hello. Hi, Raylan. Hello, Fuchun, Yishun. Oh, so many of you all over Singapore. Hello. Wow, Sida, Qihua, ACS Primary, CHIJ. Very nice. Wow. Well done. It's great to know so many of you here. Tonight is your final boost before Friday's big exam. And here's how the session will work. If you have already downloaded the worksheets, then fantastic. You get to share your answers in the chat later on. But if you haven't, don't worry, just go to my profile. Okay, if you're new here, you haven't registered for this, you don't have the worksheet, go to my profile. Hold on, I'm checking if I'm in the center of the camera. Okay. Go to my profile, tap on my profile circle, message me, send me a message, direct message, DM. So if you DM PSLE MathTok, you'll get a link to register, and then the worksheet will be emailed to you. Okay? Most importantly, students, throughout the night, when I'm teaching, don't waste your time copying down the solutions. Because if you're busy copying when I'm teaching, you will miss out on the explanation. So if you want your 10 extra marks, pay attention, listen, and ask questions in the chat. Okay? I'm reading your chat. I can see your chat. So you can ask questions in the chat. Don't worry about copying. The complete step-by-step solution will be emailed to everybody after class. Okay, one more thing before we begin. Tonight, we are going to have an epic math battle between the boys and the girls. Are you wondering what kind of math battle we are going to have? We are going to have a battle between Team Rumi and Team Jinu. So boys, you are in Team Jinu. Girls, you are in Team Rumi. Everyone, here is how it's going to work. When I ask you for an answer, the first 3 correct answers in the chat will score points for your team. At the end of the night, we'll see which team reigns supreme. Is it Team Rumi or is it going to be Team Jinu? And since I can't always tell if you're a boy or a girl from your username, then please type your answer with a bracket R or a bracket J, so I know whether you're from Team Rumi or Team Jinu. Understand, students? Alright, so at the end of the session, the winning team will get a victory dance. Well, you just have to wait and see what this victory dance is, okay? Okay, so throughout the session, I'll be stopping to read your comments. I'll call out your name and give you points. The first 3 who answer correctly. So stay sharp and stay focused. And one more thing. After analyzing the past 15 years of PSLE papers, I've already identified 3 types of problem sums that are very likely to appear in paper 2 this year. So I'll tell you more about that after the class. Don't miss it. Alright, worksheets ready. Get your PDF open if you did not print it out. Let's dive in and get started. Before I start, let me see if anyone has any questions in the comments. I did the first question. Okay, review. What the sharp DD? I don't know what you're saying. Oh, your slang, Okay. Now, as you know, fractions will affect all the topics in math. Seriously, okay? Fractions will affect geometry, ratio, area, everything. So if you are weak in your fractions, students, you will stand to lose a lot of marks. Okay? So let's just find out the most basic. Let's revise. How should we multiply fractions, add and subtract fractions, and at the same time revise the order of operations? Brackets always come first. Brackets always come first, followed by your times and your divide, followed by plus and minus. So students, we have to solve this bracket first. How do we solve the bracket, students? We must make sure, if I haven't asked for answer, don't give me an answer, okay? Because it's not going to be counted. Okay, students? When I ask for the answer, you give me an answer with a bracket R or J. Okay, students, how do we add? How do we add the fractions? We need to make sure that the denominator is the same, which means that you need to find the lowest common multiple of 3 and 7, which is going to be 21. So, if you know that it is 21, when you then let's take a look here as well. You will also need to, do you think that we should, how many of you think that we should add all these 3 fractions together, students? Then you can multiply by this. How many of you think that you should do that? Be careful, Order of operations, students. This is a tricky one. Okay? If you do this, you are wrong. Because multiplication must always come before addition and subtraction. Therefore, what we need to do is we need to figure out what is the yellow highlight. Then we multiply. We multiply it by 3/4 first. And then you can add and subtract. So students, now is the time I'm going to ask for your answer. Give me your answer for question number 1. Students, let's see who are the first 3 who get the correct answer. Very good. I can already see so many Team Rumi. Congratulations. Now let's figure out what is the answer first before I give the points. First, we are going to evaluate 1/3. Okay, let's copy everything down first. We are not supposed to add this just yet. Minus 3/4 times, okay, bracket. Actually, you don't need the bracket because now you're going to combine them already, right? Denominator is 21. How do you get 21? 3 times 7 is 21. So make sure you multiply the numerator by 7. And 7 times 3 is 21. Multiply the numerator by 7. Multiply by 3. And you have 7 minus 3. Okay? So this will already give us 4 over 21. 7 minus 3. Okay, so then we'll have 4 over 21. Let's do the next step. Minus 3/4 times 4 over 21. Just nice. Very nice, students. We can just simplify like that, right? Divide by 3. Okay, students, one tip that I want to give you, no matter whether it's fractions or whether you're doing other topics, always simplify before you multiply, so that you do not need to deal with huge numbers. Okay, simplify before you multiply. How do you do that? Take the numerator and simplify it with a denominator. It can be from the left side, it can be from the right side. It does not matter as long as there's a multiplication sign between them and one is a numerator, one is a denominator. So 3, let's divide both of these by 3, and let's divide both of these by 4. Okay, students? So now we have simplified it. Now we can multiply. 1 times 1 is 1, and 1 times 7 is 7. Very nice. The fraction becomes so simple now. 3 over 10 plus 1 over 2 minus 1 over 1 times minus 1 over 7. Because this is 1 times 1 gives you 1. 1 times 7 gives you 7. Now, let's continue. What is the lowest common multiple between 10, 2, and 7? Well, it should be 70. So, let's make it 70. Multiply this by 7 to get 70. Multiply this by 35 to get 70. Multiply this by 5 to... by 10 to get 70. Okay? So, we will end up with a denominator of 70. You can just draw a very long line. Put the denominator there. 3 times 7, 21. 1 times 35, 35. Minus 10. And what will you end up with? 21 plus 35 is already 56. Minus 10. 56 minus 10 is 46. Out of 70. Therefore, the final answer, simplify, will give you 23 divided by 35. There you go. So congratulations, Team Rumi. I saw the top 3 answers from Team Rumi. Hold on. Where is my scoreboard? Team Rumi, congratulations. I'm going to give you 3 points because all the top 3 students came from Team Rumi. Well done. 3-0. Alright. J-Star, you said it third. Oh, you mean you're from Team Jinu, is it? Okay. I tell you what. Don't worry. There will be so many more opportunities to earn points. Okay, I will be more observant to see who is the top 3 later on because the chat is really very fast, students. Okay, let's move on to question number 2. Now, we have a problem here, students. We have a problem here because whenever you compare fractions, we usually tend to make the same denominator, correct? However, if you take a look, what happens if you try to make them all have the same denominator? Is it possible or not? Well, it might be possible, but do you know something? You will get a huge number. And in an exam, do you want to deal with huge number? You're already under so much stress, you know. Do you want to make careless mistakes? Please don't do it. So, there's another way to do it, students. Remember, you can still compare fractions when you make them have the same numerator. If you look at the numerator, the numbers are so much smaller. Therefore, you will be able to find the lowest common multiple more easily. So, students, are you ready? I'm going to ask for your answers. Give me your answer now. What is the biggest, which fraction has the greatest value? Oh, Jinu, Rumi, and who else? And Rumi, very good. Now, J-Star, I noticed that you are the third to give your answer, J-Star. But I already gave the instruction. You must put a bracket. Okay, put a bracket. Jinu or Rumi. Because you see, your name is J-Star. How do I know whether J-Star is a boy or a girl? So if I don't know which team you're from, I cannot give you the points. Okay, so Jinu scored 1 and Rumi scored 2 this time. Very good. So let's add more points. Wow, Jinu, I think better catch up, Jinu. Alright, so now the score is 5-1. Everyone, how do we solve this? The lowest common multiple between all the numerators 1, 3, 4 and 6 is 24. How do you find lowest common multiple? You have a few options. You can write down the multiples of 3, 6, 9, 12 until 21, 24, right? Then multiples of 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24. Then you can write down multiples of 6, 12, 18, 24. And you notice that the number 24 appears everywhere. So this is the lowest common multiple. Another way to find lowest common multiple is by using the ladder method. Students, even though you got the correct answer, please pay attention because the method is more important than your answer, right? We are here to learn strategies. So let's take a look at how to apply the ladder method to find the lowest common multiple. 1, 3, 4 and 6. You can apply this onto many numbers at the same time. It's very convenient. First, we are going to ask ourselves, can I divide all of the numbers by a certain number? Well, let's try to divide everything by 2. Oh, 1 cannot be divided by 2, so let's just leave it alone. 3 cannot be divided by 2, let's just leave him alone. 4 can be divided by 2, so you get 2. 6 also can be divided by 2, so let's divide by 2, you get 3. Okay? Continue dividing. Can we divide everything by 2 again? Can. Divide by 2. 1 cannot be divided by 2, 3 cannot be divided by 2. 2 can divide by 2, you get 1. 3 also cannot be divided by 2, so you leave it there. Okay? Now, we have another one, 3. Divide by 3, do you notice that everything suddenly becomes 1? And that is where you have your lowest common multiple. Circle this, and you realize that 24 is actually not the lowest common multiple. It is a common multiple, but it is not the lowest. The lowest is 12. You see what I did there? Okay, so students, if you use the ladder method to double check your work, you will realize if you have made any mistakes. Now, I'm not saying that you cannot use 24. You can if you want to. You will still be able to compare the fractions, but that is not the lowest common multiple. So students, what do we call this method? We call this the ladder method. There you go. Ladder method. Very useful. You can also use this to find highest common factor. Later on, we will try it. Okay? So, let's delete this. We already found the lowest common factor, which is the number 12. So, let's try to turn all the numerators into 12, shall we? 12. Okay, now how do you get 12? Multiply 12, multiply 4, multiply 3, multiply 2. So you must do the same for the bottom. Okay, multiply 12. Okay, we'll get 36. We'll get 20. Then we'll get 21. We'll get 22. Now, students, when you take a big number, okay, let's say, okay, let's do an experiment, a small experiment. 10 divided by 1, the answer is 10. 10 divided by 10, the answer is 1. 10 divided by 100, 0.1. 10 divided by 1000, what happened? 0.01. Do you notice that the numbers are getting smaller and smaller? So what does this tell you? When you divide by a big number, your answer will be very small. When you divide by a small number, your answer will be very big. And whenever you do fractions, what is the meaning of this line? This line means divide. Okay? So, if you want to get the greatest value, you must divide by the smallest number, which is 20. Therefore, 3 over 5 has the greatest value. So we write down the answer here. Students, look, I'm going to write down the answer. The answer is 12 over 20. And guess what? Examiners say wrong. Why wrong, students? Whenever you are asked which one is the biggest fraction or arrange them in an ascending order, you cannot give your own fraction, you know. You must give the original fraction that the question gave you. The question gave you 3 over 5. You better use 3 over 5. Erase this. Write down the fraction that the question gave you, which is 3/5. Okay, students, anyone have questions? Come, type in the chat. Not the real answer. Yes, that's not the real answer. Correct. You must give the original answer. Very good, students. Well done. Well done. Now, let us try. Okay, are you ready to earn points? Let's try question 3, students. Before I even read the question, type your answer now. Let's see who got the correct answer. Remember to tell me, Rumi or Jinu, which team are you from? Come, I'm looking at the chat. Which team are you from? Type the answer for question 3, students. Okay, Rumi scored a point. Who else? IDK. 6-7. Hey, Trev, you don't know what the answer, then you just type 6-7. Rumi, another point from Natasha. And Rumi again from Yvonne. My good. 9 basketballs. 9 is wrong. 9 is wrong. Sorry, 9 is wrong. Very good, Tia. You got the 3rd point for Team Rumi. Wow, boys, you are embarrassing me as a man. Come on, Jinu. Work harder. We can beat the girls, alright? Now, the girls already have, my goodness, so many extra points. Okay. The girls have 8 points now. Team Rumi. Wow, 8-1. Come on, boys. We have to turn the tides. Okay? Fight harder next time. Next time, I'll give you a 5-second warning. Okay? Then everybody get ready to type your answer. When you type the answer, you put bracket Rumi or Jinu. You must tell me which team you are from. If not, I don't know which team to give the points to, you know. So, students, some of you tell me the different answers, right? So, what is the actual answer for this? Whenever you are dealing with fraction questions, I recommend that you draw a model. You don't need to make the model beautiful, and you don't need to waste time using a ruler. Just draw freehand. Look, if I'm in the exam, I'll draw this, you know. Very untidy, right? Okay, but I've already practiced. Just try to practice drawing freehand. Save time in the exam, okay? I'm also drawing freehand, even though my iPad can draw a perfect one. See, this is very perfect. But I'm going to show you how I'll do it in an exam. I'll just draw it freehand, don't waste time. Harry spent 3/5 of his allowance on 2 soccer ball and 3 basketball. So, just draw 5 units first. He spent 3/5 on 2 soccer balls. So, this is 2 soccer plus 3 basketballs. Look, 3/5 of the allowance, 2 soccer balls and 3 basketballs. Yeah? He then spent half of the remaining. Now, look here. This is the remaining. Half of the remaining means 1 unit. Because there's 2 units remaining. So, half of it is 1 unit. So, let's label half of it is then spent on more basketball. How many more? I also don't know. Put a question mark. Question mark basketballs. I don't know how many. So, let's put a question mark first. Next, they say that if a basketball is 1/3 of a soccer ball, let's write it down. One basketball is equal 1/3 of a soccer ball. Students, if I just multiply both sides by 3, what will happen? Then you'll get rid of the denominator and you'll end up with 3 basketballs here equal to 1 soccer ball. So if you read this sentence, everybody, a basketball is 1/3 of a soccer ball, right? Then you can tell that 1 soccer ball equals to 3 basketballs because the soccer ball is so expensive. The basketball is only 1/3 of the price of a soccer ball. So you need 3 basketball to have the same price as a 1 soccer ball. So now we know that 1 soccer ball equals to 3 basketball. Then, you know, over here we wrote 2 soccer balls, right? Let's just find out what is 2 soccer balls. It is actually equal to 6 basketballs, you know. So do you notice when we drew the model, right? We can even say that these 2 soccer balls is equivalent to 6 basketballs. Once you know that, can you see that a total of 9 basketball here? 9 basketball will be equal to 3 units. Correct? Okay, never mind. Let's write the working step by step. I'm going to write it down slowly so that you can follow me. Ready? So, we can say that 3 units is actually equal to 2 soccer ball plus 3 basketballs. And you know that 2 soccer balls is the same as 6 basketballs. So you can even write this, which is equal to 9 basketballs. Therefore, 1 unit is 3 basketballs. So they are asking you, you don't know this question mark. Now you already found out 1 unit equals to 3 basketballs, students. How many basketballs do you buy all together? Very easy. Look. 6 plus 3 plus 3. 12 basketballs. And the answer is wrong. Oh no. Students, please, don't be careless. Okay? These 6 basketballs came from where? It came from you, right? It is your own working. Did the question say that he bought 6 basketballs? No. So don't be confused with your own working and what the question is telling you. So erase this. This is the original number of basketball from the question is 3 plus 3. Therefore, we have a total of 6 basketballs all together. There you go. All right. Okay. Anyone have any questions? So what did we learn? If you draw a model, it's going to be much easier for you to visualize. Then you label how many units is how many basketballs and how many soccer balls. Right? Okay. Now, students, don't worry. Let me remind everybody, just in case you're just joining me. If you don't have the worksheet, you can go to my profile, click on my profile, send a message to me, PSLE MathTok. That is the title of this event. And then you'll be able to register and you will get the worksheets emailed to you. Now, just in case you did not hear the rules, please don't be busy copying when I'm teaching. The best way to learn is to pay attention, listen, and ask questions. Because the full solutions will be sent to you after the class. Don't worry about copying. Including the model, whatever I've drawn, it will all be sent to you after class. Don't worry. Okay? Now, everybody, it is time to test your visualization skills. But before you type your answer, remember, if you type your answer when I have not asked you to type your answer, then it's not counted. So look, before you type your answer, how do you type? This answer is a fraction. How do you type a fraction? For example, your answer is half. If your answer is half, you should type like that. 1/2. Understand? You use a slash to type half, the fraction. Okay, are you ready? Now, give me your answers now. Let's see which team scores the points. Who are the top 3? Rumi, and Jinu. Wow, Jinu, luckily at least you got 1 point. Congratulations. Jinu, you improved a little bit, Jinu. Okay, it was Rumi, Jinu. So now the score is 10 versus 2. Not bad. At least Jinu is catching up. Oh, hold on. I think it got... Okay, let me just redo. Let me get rid of that extra 0 there. There we go, students. 10. Oh my goodness. 10 versus 2. Yes, there you go. Okay. Now, students, how do you do this? The best way to visualize is to draw your own lines. If you were to just draw a line here, and wait, draw one line here, and draw another line here, what do you notice? You notice that we have 1 unit, 1 unit, 1 unit, 1 unit. Wait, different color. Do you notice that 1 square contains 4 units? So let's label every single square contains 4 units. And this is half a square, then of course it's 2 units. 2 units, 2 units, and 2 units. So how many units are shaded? You can write it down. How many units are shaded? 3 units. How many are... Wait, let me see. What fraction of the figure is shaded? So what is the total? Total number of units. 4 times 4. 4 squares, and every single square contains 4 units. You will end up with 16 units. Therefore, if you ask me what fraction is shaded, I will say that that is 3 out of 16. Okay. Now, students, this is not that complicated, but what do you learn from this? Draw your own lines, you'll be able to visualize better. Do you notice that I also encourage you to draw models? I encourage you to draw your own lines. Drawing can help you visualize very well. When it comes to angles, ratio, area and parameter, even for problem sums, draw a model. It will help you to visualize. Don't be lazy, just draw it. Now, anyone have questions about this? It's a giveaway mark. Yes, it's a giveaway mark. Very good, huh? So now this I don't think this is too much of a giveaway. The next question. There is a total of 510 purple and red balloons. They say that 2/3 of the purple and 25% of the red balloons were used to decorate the school hall. Now, everybody, let me bring your attention to percentage. First, I want to ask you, what is the meaning of percentage? Whenever you see this sign, what does it mean? I can tell you, it means divided by 100. Okay, this means divide by 100. Why? Okay, for example, 25% means 25 divided by 100. That means you get 1/4. Make sense? Okay, so if you ever see percentage, just tell yourself that is divide by 100. Simple. If you want to convert a fraction into percentage, you just multiply by 100%. And you got the answer. Okay? So, percentage means divide by 100. 25% means 25 out of 100. It is equivalent to 1/4. Okay, so we know that 2/3 of the purple and 1/4 of the red balloons were used to decorate the school hall. And there were twice as many red as purple balloons left over. Okay, so the leftover for the red is 2 times the leftover for the purple. So why not we draw the red first? Okay, let's draw the red first. I'm going to ask your answer later. Okay, hold on. Don't type your answer first. Focus. Let's say we have red. Now, they say that they say that 1/4 of the red were used. So I'm going to divide the red into 4 units. So this is used. And this is leftover. However, the question said that the leftover red is 2 times. Okay, let me highlight it. There were twice as many red as purple balloons left. Right? So this is 2 times of the purple balloons that are left over. Can 3 units, there are 3 units here. Can 3 units be divided by 2? No. 3 cannot be divided by 2. It is not a multiple of 2. Therefore, let's break up the units into smaller units so that it can be divided by 2. Okay? So let's break it up. Break it up. Break it up. Break it up. And break it up. So now, students, you notice here we have 6 units. Then you can divide by 2. So they say that the purple is twice of the red is twice of the purple, right? That means the leftover purple should be 3 units. The leftover purple, this is red and this is purple, should be 3 units. Now you work backwards. Okay? What did they say about purple? They say that 2/3 of the purple has been used. That means only 1/3 of the purple is left over. So we can say that this is 1/3 of the purple which is left over. So if you want to find out how many purple are there altogether, there must be 3 units because 2/3 of the purple has been used. So this is how your model is going to look like. Okay, so let's draw it properly. This is purple. Okay. So what did the question says that two-thirds of the purple has been used. Two-thirds used. Okay, and therefore 1/3 is left over. Let me highlight how many has been used. This has been used. This has been used. What is the leftover? The leftover of the red is 2 times the leftover of the purple. Okay, students. So now we know how many units there are altogether. Everybody, are you ready to give me your answer? Okay, 3, 2, 1, type your answer now. Come on, students, type your answer now. I can see. Rumi got one. Jinu and Rumi. Rumi, Jinu and Rumi. Again, Rumi scores 2 points. Congratulations, Rumi. The answer is 120. So, Rumi 2 points, Jinu 3 points. Now, students, how do we solve this? How many balloons are there altogether? If you read the question, they say that there are 510 balloons altogether. And if you add all the units, you have 8 units here, and you have 9 units for the purple. There are 17 units altogether, which represents 510 balloons. Then, if you divide it by 17, 1 unit is 30. You see, I saw some of you giving me the answer 30 just now. But the question is not asking what is 1 unit. The question is asking you, how many more purple than red balloons were used? So you must compare the yellow highlighted. Do you notice that 2 units of red were used? 6 units of purple has been used. What is the difference? The difference is 4 units, which then gives you 120. Those of you, I saw you typing your answer 30. You are so close. You just need to read the question carefully. Okay? Read it properly. You are already almost solving it, you know. So if you read it properly, you could have gotten it correct. Oh my. Wow, students, do you know something? We have hit 20k likes. It is time for a celebration. Are you ready? It is time for a celebration and... Alright, students, well done. Actually, I didn't even notice we hit 10k likes. I put the target for 10k. I wanted to play that video, but now I just look at the screen. How come 20k already? I should have played that video earlier, huh? Okay, now students, remember, draw your model, visualize properly. But what a waste! Some of you never even read the question properly. You got 30 already. You're so close. Just one more step, you could have gotten it correct. Okay, learn it. Luckily, you're making this mistake today, not during the exam on Friday. So it is good that you're making the mistake. Then you will not make it on Friday, huh? Okay. So let's take a look at question number 6. Are you ready, students? They are asking you, what is the ratio of the shaded area compared to the total area? So everyone, are you ready? I'm going to ask for your answer in 3, 2, 1, let's go! What is the ratio? Remember to put bracket R and J, students. Oh, you're going for advanced also, Oh, wow, okay. Oh, I don't see any correct answers yet. I don't see any correct. This is a tough one, students. I see someone typing almost correct, but not really correct yet. I saw someone almost getting it correct. The one who typed 53, but it's not 53. That may be typo error. Is it a typo error? Nobody got it correct yet. Anybody or not? Come on. It's still open. Nobody scored any points yet for this question. Anyone? Never mind. It's okay. Okay, stop. Pause. Cut. No, I'm not going to count any answers now. I'm going to give you some clues. Then I ask you one more time and give you another chance. Understand? Listen carefully. I'm going to give you some clues. First, let's take a look. Whenever you see the composite figures, right? What is the meaning of composite figure? A composite figure is a figure that is made out of different shapes. So one circle, one triangle, one square, whatever. A mixture of different shapes. That is called composite figure. So, if we have an overlapping area here, this overlapping area is the same for the circle and also the same for the triangle. Now you look at the fraction. Right? Do you notice that? Imagine this is the circle. I draw a model for you. Okay, imagine this is the circle. Circle 7 units. And the triangle is 13 units, right? Okay, let's draw the circle first. 2 out of 7 of the triangle is shaded. Of the circle is shaded. This is the shaded part for the circle, by the way. And they say that it is the same as 3 out of 13 of the triangle. Students, so if I draw the triangle here, don't you think that the triangle must be 3 units? Out of 13, I don't care how many is here. I want you to focus on the part that I already drew. Do you notice that this part and this part must be the same? If you want to make it the same, do you notice that you must split it up into how many? The lowest common multiple. What is the lowest common multiple of 2 and 3? 6. Students, 6. Okay, lowest common multiple of 2 and 3 is 6. So I'm going to change the fraction, okay, to have the same numerator. 6 out of 21. 6 out of 26. That is the shaded area. So let me write down circle 2 out of 7, 6 out of 21. Triangle shaded area is 3 out of 13, 6 out of 26. I give you 30 seconds. Don't type your answer first. Don't type your answer. I'm not going to count anything. Only when I ask, then you can type your answer. I'm going to give you 30 seconds to think about it. Then I will ask for your answer again. Okay? Okay, let's wait 30 seconds. I drink water first. Don't type your answer first, until I ask, then you type, okay? Wow, we're going to hit 25k likes already. Okay, when we hit 50k, we celebrate again. Understand? When we hit 50k, we'll celebrate again. So, give you 10 more seconds. Think about it. Can I show the question? Oh, those of you who don't have the worksheet, what you need to do is this. Click on my profile image. And go to the message. Message me. Direct message. DM me the word PSLE MathTok. This is the title of the event. You will be able to register and receive your worksheet via email. Then you can see all the questions. And let me remind everybody, whatever I'm writing down on the whiteboard, you don't need to be so busy copying. I want you to pay attention, listen and learn. I will send you the full step-by-step solution via email after the class. Okay? So those of you who are new, just joining us, DM me PSLE MathTok. You will get the link so that you can register and download the free worksheets. And you can join us in this epic math battle between Rumi and Jinu. Okay? So, students, are you ready? I'm going to ask for your answer one more time. In 3 seconds, I want you to type your answer. 3, 2, 1, go! What is the answer? Let's see who win. Rumi or Jinu? Walao, 21 or 26? No. It's not so obvious, 21, 26. Come on, read the question carefully. They want the shaded area to the unshaded area, to the total area, correct? Shaded to the total. Nobody getting the correct answer. No score yet. Anybody? Wow. Okay, this question is that tough, is it? Never mind. Give you one more chance. Let me give you more hint first. Okay, students, stop typing. Okay, look. When they say that 6 out of 21 of the circle is shaded, okay, 6 over 21 of the circle is shaded, let's just give this 6 unit. 6 units of the circle is shaded. The whole thing is 21. The whole thing is 21. That means what is the remaining area that is not shaded? You take 21, you minus 6. Then you get 15, right? So now you notice that the total circle is 21. Understand? Then if you look at the triangle, 6 out of 26 is shaded, correct? So the shaded part is again 6 units. And the entire triangle is 26. Correct? So what is this? Now they're asking you what is the ratio of the shaded. Okay, the ratio of the shaded is to the total. Don't type your answer first, I'm not counting. So what is the shaded to the total number of units? That is what they are asking you. Give you 30 seconds again. 30 seconds again. Okay, I'm not counting any answer. If you type when I'm teaching, I will not see who is the winner. There's no point typing the answer when I did not ask for it. Okay, 30 seconds. Let's see who is going to give me the answer. Hopefully I see some correct answers. I really want to give you the points. Okay, and Team Jinu, you better back up. Okay, read the question properly. They want shaded is to the total. I'm going to ask for your answer in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Type your answer now. Come, let's see. Rumi or Jinu? You must type R or J. Oh, Jinu, Rumi. Very good. Congratulations. That was so fast. Wow, my eyes almost couldn't keep up with your typing, man. Jinu, Rumi. Congratulations, Team Jinu. This is the first time that you have beat Team Rumi in a question. Okay, so it is 2 points for Jinu and 1 point for Rumi. Well done, students. Come, let's evaluate the answer. Okay, if the total area of the triangle is 26, the leftover must be 20 over here, right? So we can see that the shaded area must be 6 units. The total area of the entire thing is, come on, what is the total, students? 15 plus 6 plus 20, and we get 41. So we got 6 is to 41. Well done. Okay? Alright. Those of you who are just joining us, if you want to join us, you can just type PSLE MathTok, DM me. If you DM me, you can register and get the worksheet in your email. Okay? Alright, students, finally, you have passed this question. Now it is time for the next challenge. Ratio techniques. Students, there are 5 ratio techniques that everybody needs to know. So let's take a look. The first, okay, this is a common part. What is common part? They say that, okay, they ask you for Williams to Kate's height in a ratio, right? Actually, let me write it down first. They say that Kate to Harry, where is Kate to Harry? Kate to Harry, 3 is to 4. Kate is to Harry, 3 is to 4. Then they say Harry to William is 6, 7. Wow, your favorite number, students. Wow, Harry to William, 6, 7. Okay, so they're asking you, what is William is to Kate? William is to Kate. What is the ratio? Everybody give me an answer in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Rumi. Who else? Jinu. And somebody never type R and J. I don't know whether you... Rumi. Oh. Rumi, Jinu, Rumi. Oh, congratulations, Rumi. You won 2 points and Jinu won 1 point. You see, some of you, when you type your answer, you forgot to tell me whether you are from Team Rumi or Team Jinu. How am I going to give you points? Even it's such a waste, right? You already are the top 3, but you never tell me if you're from Team R or Team J. Remember to type R and J. I will know who to give the points to. Okay, Jinu, you have improved to 6 points, but Rumi is more than twice. So Jinu, I need you to back up. Okay, students, how do we combine the ratio? If you want to compare Kate and William, And you just simply say William is to Kate 7 and 3. Wrong. Okay, wrong, because these are two separate ratios. These two ratios are totally separate from each other. You cannot just take 7 and 3. You need to find a way to connect the ratio. How are you going to connect the ratio? Luckily, you have Harry. Harry can act as a connector. Harry will be able to act as a connector. As long as you make these two numbers the same, he will be able to connect Kate and William. So let's do it. What is the lowest common multiple of 4 and 6? Well, that will be 12. So if you write 12, how do you get 12, students? 4 times 3 equals to 12. Therefore, you must multiply the other side by 3 as well. You'll get 9 here. And how do you get 12? 6 times 2 is 12. 7 times 2 is 14. Therefore, if you want to combine all of them, Kate is to Harry is to William, we are going to make use of the new ratio. Make use of the new ratio. I always like to tell my students to cancel the old ratio. This is the old ratio. Please don't accidentally use the old ratio in your workings. I know a lot of students lose marks because they're almost solving it. Then they use the wrong ratio. They use the old one. Then the whole thing is wrong. So that's why I always like to tell my students, just draw a line over the old one so that you remind yourself, don't use the wrong one. So if you want to combine it, Kate is 9 units, Harry is 12 units, and William is 14 units. And the question is asking, William is to Kate, 14 is to 9. There you go. That's the correct answer. You cannot simplify it anymore. Okay? Golden is the best song. Yeah, maybe at the end of class we can celebrate with Golden song. Depending on we can celebrate the winning team at the end of the lesson. Okay? So students, this is how you make use of a connector. The common part is age. Why is it common? Because it appears in both ratios. We call this the common part, and it can be used to connect all the ratios. Alright, let's take a look at question number 8. Constant part. This is a very common ratio technique. It will be tested in your exam. You must know how to use this method. Wait, hold on. Yes, drag the puzzle into place. Okay, TikTok just asked me to confirm that I'm still online. Of course I'm online. Okay, so everyone, they ask you, how many boys were there in the end? The ratio of number of boys is to girls is 4 is to 3. Let's write it down first. Boys is to girls, 4 is to 3. They say that 35 boys, after 35, can you cancel this word? After 35 boys left the hall, okay, so let's write down before. Okay, this is before. This is at the beginning. After 35 boys left the hall, the ratio became 7 is to 9. How many boys were there? They're asking you how many boys were there in the end. I'm going to ask for your answer in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. What is the answer? Rumi. Okay, Rumi got the answer. Rumi again. Wow, 2 Rumi. Oh, all 3 Rumis. Wow, wow, wow. Congratulations, Rumi. You are so powerful. My goodness. Girls, I think Huntrix. That's why Huntrix won the Saja Boys, right? Because girls are so powerful. Okay, 18 is to 6. Wow, congratulations, girls. You have 3 times as many points as the boys right now. I think you stand a very good chance to win by the end of the night. However, we are only on question 8. And don't forget, there's still more difficult questions coming up. So anything can happen. Don't be too complacent, okay? Now, everybody, let me ask you a question. Who left the hall? Boys or girls? The question says that the boys left the hall. So did the girls leave? No, the girls were there all throughout. Therefore, we can say that the number of girls should stay the same. And then you say, oops, is it the same right now? 3 and 9, are they the same? No, they are not the same. Should they stay the same? Yes, logically the girls should stay the same. Because the girls did not leave. The number of girls should stay the same. Therefore, we must try to make them the same. How do you make them the same? Well, 3 times 3 will give you 9. And then you can be the same. So let's continue to multiply by 3 again. And you get 12 over here. Now you ask yourself, are they the same? Yes. The number of girls have remained the same. So what happened to the boys? 12 becomes 7. Do you notice that there were 5 units of boys who are gone? And the question says that 35 boys left. Therefore, 5 units of boys who left should be equal to the 35 boys. Get it? So you must, why is this called constant part? Because the girls remain constant. They did not change. Therefore, you should make the ratio of the girls before and after the same. 9 is to 9. Then you can compare the boys. 12 dropped to 7. 5 units have been gone. Therefore, this 5 units is 35 boys. 1 unit is 7 boys. How many boys were there in the end? In the end, look at after. 7 units in the end. Therefore, we have 49 boys in the end. Okay, students. 30K. No, 30K cannot celebrate yet. 50K likes, then we celebrate. Okay? J star? Alright, students. So, this is constant part, the very first important ratio technique that everybody must know. One of them is constant, the girls. The other part change. Now we can move on to constant difference. Students, let's take a look here. Let's say there's somebody here who is 12 years old. And there's another person here who is 9 years old. You ask yourself, what is the difference? 3 years of difference. Correct? Now, let's say 5 years later, what will happen? 5 years later, this boy will become 17 years old. The other boy will become 14 years old. Do you notice something? What is the difference between their age? It stays the same. That's why we call it constant difference. Because the difference between the age of two people will always stay the same. Okay? Why? Because everybody is getting older together every year. I'm also getting older. You are also getting older every year. Unless you are demon like Jinu, then you'll never die. Okay, so let's see. This is constant difference. Whenever you see age in a question, you can suspect that it is part of constant difference already. So let's write down Jessie and Kenny, right? Jessie and Kenny. And don't forget to compare the difference. So I'm writing one more ratio for the difference. They say Jessie and Kenny, 5 is to 3. 5 is to 3. What is the difference? 5 minus 3 equals to 2. That was 8 years ago. So let's write down 8 years ago. Then, no. This is not 8 years ago. Oh, this is right now. This is right now. Okay, sorry. This is right now. Then what about 8 years ago? 8 years ago, Kenny is half of Jessie. Kenny is half of Jessie. The difference is 1. The question is asking you, how old was Jessie 10 years ago? I'm going to give you 5 seconds and I'm going to ask for your answer in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Type your answer now. Jinu got an answer. Very good. Rumi and Rumi. I saw JRR. Congratulations. So students, I'm going to add 2 points to Rumi, which is 20 now, and 1 point to Jinu. Alright. So at least you improve the ratio. Just now Jinu is 3 times less than Rumi. Now Rumi is not 3 times as much as Jinu anymore. If Rumi is 21, then it will be 3 times. So now at least you are catching up a little bit in terms of ratio, Jinu. So students, how do we do this? You must make sure that the difference in the age stays the same. Now this is pretty simple because you just need to multiply the entire ratio by 2. Then you'll be able to get 4:2:2. Okay? Now don't forget this is the old ratio. Do you notice I leave a big gap here? In an exam, you should do what I do. I always leave a big gap between before and after, because just in case what if I need to multiply this? What if I need to multiply this? Then I have no space. So my advice to you is when you draw a ratio, when you write down your ratio, leave a gap. Even though you end up not using the gap, so what? Just leave the gap there, is okay. But at least you have some space to multiply your ratio, okay? And I also like to advise students to cancel away the old ratio so that you don't use the wrong one. Now you have made the difference the same. Very good. And you can compare the number of units for Kenny and Jessie. You notice that both of them became older. Minus 1. Both of them minus 1 unit. Why? Because this is 8 years ago. So what is the difference between now and 8 years ago? Well, obviously the difference is 8 years. Therefore, we can say that 1 unit equal to 8 years. If you want to find out how old is Jessie right now, let's highlight. Jessie right now, 5 units. So let's find 5 units. Jessie right now is 8 times 5, 40 years old. So how old is Jessie 10 years ago? Jessie, 40 minus 10. She will end up being 30 years old if it is 10 years ago. Okay? And that's how we solve it. This is the second ratio technique that everybody must know. First was constant part, now is constant difference. Next, we are going to do total unchanged. So students, let me ask yourself something. Can you imagine that you have $20 in your wallet and you have $50 in your piggy bank? Right? $20. Okay, let's say this is your wallet. Sorry. Okay, let's say this is your wallet. And let's say this is your this is your piggy bank. Yeah, I know I'm a very good artist. Students, you can take a screenshot and sell my art later on, okay? Okay, this is a piggy bank and this is your wallet. Imagine you have $20 here and imagine you have $50 inside your piggy bank. What is the total that you have? $70. Now, what happens if I take $10 and I take $10 from my piggy bank and I put it into my wallet? Now my wallet have $30, my piggy bank has $40. What is the total? The total is still the same. So did you get richer? No, you are still equally as rich as you are before. So students, moving money from one place to another place, the total still stays the same. Okay, that is the whole concept behind total unchanged. The total remains the same. Let's see what's happening. They say Sam and Lin shared a sum of money in a ratio 1:5. That means the total number of units must be 6. When Lin gave Sam $210, okay, so this is before. After Lin gave Sam $210, the ratio became 1:2 and the total is 3. So this is what the question is asking for. And why am I finding the total? Because when Lin gave Sam and Sam gave Lin, they are only giving money to each other. When you add up the total amount of money from both of them, it will still be the same. It will be unchanged. So that's why we call it total unchanged. I'm going to ask for your answer in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Send your answer now. Very good. Wow, Rumi, Jinu. Rumi again. Wow, so good. You have 2 Rumi and 1 Jinu again. Wow, students. How many are the majority of you all girls here? 22 points for Rumi and 8 points for Jinu. Don't worry, even if Team Jinu, okay, let's say lah, the worst case scenario, let's say Team Rumi wins, right? We still have one more chance to fight them back later on in the advanced class. Okay? Don't worry. In the end, everybody is a winner because every one of you will earn 10 extra marks by learning from all the strategies tonight. So everybody is still a winner, okay? So let's take a look. How do we solve this? We need to know that the total must stay the same, right? So we must multiply this by 2. Take this whole thing, multiply by 2, make it the same. We will get 6 is to 4 is to 2. Now we are going to just cancel this just in case. And do you notice I'm leaving a gap between my ratio? Just leave a gap, it's a good habit. Cancel away the old ratio so that you don't accidentally use it. Avoid careless mistakes, please. It's going to cost you 2 or 3 marks if you accidentally use the wrong ratio. So don't waste your marks. So now we notice that the total is the same. Very good. Now you can compare what happened to Sam. Sam actually gained 1 unit. And what happened to Lynn? She actually lost 1 unit. Why? Why did she lose 1 unit? Because she gave $210 to Sam. Therefore, this 1 unit, right, should be equal to $210. How much was the total sum of money? Well, it will be 6 units. 1,260. Easy, students, very easy. As long as you write the correct ratio, you make sure that the total is unchanged. Then the units is very easy to just multiply and get the answer. Okay? Alright. Anyone have any questions about this? Those of you who are just joining us, if you don't know, if you don't have the worksheet, then you can click on my profile picture, send me a DM, direct message, and you type this word, the event name, PSLE MathTok. You'll be able to register and the worksheet will be sent to you via email immediately. Then you can join us and compete in the epic math challenge between Team Rumi and Team Jinu. Okay? So everyone, just a gentle reminder, just in case you did not hear me or you are just joining. When I'm explaining the question, please focus. Don't be so busy copying. Right? In order to learn well, you should pay attention, listen, and ask questions. Then you'll be able to learn better. So I don't want everybody to bury your head, busy copying and copying. In the end, you'll miss out the explanation. Then what's the point of attending lesson, right? So don't worry, I'll send you the full solution step by step after the class ends in email, by email. Alright? So students, how to get worksheet? Oh, send me a DM. Click on my profile. Click on this. Can you see this logo? My logo here. Click on the logo. Then you will send me a direct message. PSLE MathTok. Okay? Then you'll get your registration link to get the worksheet. So let's take a look at question number 11 now. This is not so easy anymore. This is one of the basic ratio techniques that you need to know. But a lot of students still haven't gotten the hang of it up till today. But don't worry, right now, I'm going to explain it such that you can understand it very simply. Okay, are you ready? Ali and Billy, they had money in the ratio 2:1. Take note, did I write Ali and Billy 2:1? Did I do this? Never. I actually write 2 unit and 1 unit. Do you notice I'm leaving empty space here? Why am I leaving empty space? Because I know that later on Ali is going to save money and Billy is going to spend money. So I leave the empty space for them to spend money and save money. Whenever you notice that everything changed, somebody spends, somebody save, right? Immediately leave a space. Okay? So they say that Ali saved another $60. So immediately what am I going to do to Ali? I'm going to immediately add $60 to Ali. Because Ali saved $60. Then what am I going to do to Billy? Billy spent $150. So I'm going to spend minus $150. And in the end, what's the ratio? They say the ratio ends up to be 4:1. Students, can you type in the chat? Once I get this, what should I do? What technique should I use? What's the next step, students? Can you type in the chat what is the next step? I haven't asked for your answer yet. Whatever answer you type is not counted because I haven't asked you to send me the answer. I'm asking you, what step should I do next? Students, fractions ah? No, not fractions. Anyone else? What is the best way? Cross multiply, Andre. Very good, Andre. Unit and part, no, not unit and BCA, no. Okay, ready? Cross multiply. What is the meaning of cross multiply? A lot of students until today still haven't understood cross multiply. Don't worry. What left? Let me first draw the symbol. Whenever you see two arrows like that, that means you're cross multiplying. What does it mean? That means you're taking this number, multiply by this number. Remember to multiply everything. You don't tell me 4 times 1 unit. Then later you forgot to multiply 150. Cannot. You must multiply everything. So anyway, you take this, multiply by this, and it equals to this, multiply by this. Let me explain why. Everybody look at my screen. I think you will agree that the fraction 2 over 5 is equal to the fraction 4 out of 10. Everybody agree with me, right? What happens when I cross multiply, students? Come, let's see. What if I take 10 times 2, 5 times 4? 10 times 2 is 20. 5 times 4 is also 20. Students, do you notice what does cross multiplication help you to do? It helps you to get rid of the fraction, and it gives you two equal quantities on both sides. Okay, so students, cross multiplication simply helps you to get rid of fraction and get two equal quantity, and that is why it is very useful. Let's go ahead and apply cross multiplication to get two equal quantities on the left and on the right. So let's start with the left. Okay, let's start with the left. 1 times 2 unit plus 60. 1 times anything is just the same answer. So let's just copy it down. Next, we are going to take 4 times this entire thing. 4 times 1 unit is 4 unit. Minus 150. Students, straight away wrong. Let me warn you, you must multiply everything. You cannot just multiply 1 unit. You must also remember to multiply 150. 150 times 4 is 600. Okay, so we have successfully completed the cross multiplication. Next, I want to ask you a question. What is 5 plus 2? 7. Nobody will argue, nobody will doubt me, right? 5 plus 2 is 7, right? What if I want to bring this number 2 over to the other side? Don't worry, 5 equal to 7 plus 2 lah. Correct or not, students? Ridiculous! That's obviously wrong. So how do I make it correct? No choice. You look at this plus sign. Change it into a minus. Now you realize that it is correct. 5 equals to 7 minus 2. What do you learn from this small experiment? You learn that when you bring one number from one side to another side, the positive will become negative. Okay, what if it is negative? 5 minus 2 equal to 3. You take the negative, bring over to the other side, what will happen? 5 equal to 3 plus 2. Do you notice negative also will become positive? Okay, so students, whenever you bring numbers opposite from one side to another side, okay, let's say this, I bring opposite, it will become negative 2. Right? This, when you bring opposite, what will happen? Positive, positive 600. So in the end, you get 4 unit minus 2 unit equal to 2 unit. 600 plus 60, 660. Students, are you ready? I'm going to ask you for your answer. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Give me your answer now. How do you know when to cross multiply? Rumi, Jinu, and Rumi. Correct. Well done. Students, Rumi, Jinu, and Rumi again. So, Rumi, now you have 24 points. Jinu, you have 9 points. Students, actually the answer is already staring at you on the screen. Okay, I didn't expect that I got the answer so fast. Then by the time I got the answer, then I remember, oh, I forgot to give points yet, right? So students, how much money did Ali have at first? Now students, now that you already know that 2 unit equal to 660, do you realize that the original amount that Ali started with is actually 2 units? So we already got the answer straight away there. We didn't even need to divide. We didn't even need to find 1 unit, you know. We did not even need to do this. We immediately got the answer. Wow, so lucky, huh? Okay, so when do you, somebody asked just now, when do you know when to cross multiply? When you notice that both of them change. Because you notice Ali save money, Ben spend money, so both of them change, right? Then it is everything change. So as long as you notice in the question, both of the quantities change, then you must already suspect that this is everything change and you're going to cross multiply. Okay? Alright. So let's take a look at question number 12. Those of you who are new here, if you're just joining, you want a worksheet, very easy, okay? Just click on this button. You see my logo? Click on my logo. You can send me a DM, direct message. When you send me a DM, you just type PSLE MathTok. Then you will get the registration link that you once you fill up the form, the worksheet will be emailed to you immediately. Okay? Just click on that, send me a DM, and you get the link ready. So let's take a look at question number 12, students. The train left the station. Students, when you read this question, can everybody type in the chat? What type of method should we use to solve this? Can you type in the chat what method should we use to solve this? I'll give you 2 bonus points if you get it correct. What method should we use to solve question 12? And you remember to type R and J, okay? R and J, not ratio. We are not going to use ratio. Unit and part, no, we are not using unit and part. Anybody know which method to use? What is the fraction at the top? Well, correct, Rumi. Who got it? J lady. J lady. Working backwards. Well done. Okay, we are going to use working backwards to solve this question. Now, whenever you see a working backwards question, how do you identify it? Okay, students, those of you who don't have the worksheet, click on my profile picture, send me a direct message, PSLE MathTok. Then you can go and register. Then after you register, you will get the worksheet in your email immediately. Now, a train left the station carrying some passengers. Wow, students, whenever there's many steps, you already suspect it's working backwards. But what is the thing that can confirm that it is working backwards? They will always ask you how many people are there at first. Can you see how many people are there at first? They did not tell you how many people are there to start with, but then they ask you how many people were there at first. That means you must work backwards. So that's the only way that you can confirm that it is working backwards. And usually people take a lot of time solving this question when you can actually solve it in just one line. If you watch my TikTok video, right, I already made a video on working backwards. Instead of spending so many minutes trying to solve this, we can solve it in one step. Okay? Now, before I even start, I'm going to ask you to type your answer in the chat. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Type your answer now. Who has the answer? Team Rumi or Team Jinu? Come on, top 3, top 3. Rumi, and where's any more? And Jinu, very good. Bossman, you scored a point for Jinu. Well done. Okay, so we have 2 points for Rumi again, and 1 point for Jinu. Congratulations, Jinu. You have just broke 10 points. You are in the double digits now, Jinu. That's an improvement, okay? So students, do you believe I can solve this long paragraph in just one line of working? Learn, okay? Learn how do we do it. Save time. Draw some circles. Don't need to be perfect. These circles do not need to be perfect. Draw some circles. Wait, okay, draw some circles and arrows. Duplicate. Okay, then let me duplicate. For you, you can just draw it on your exam paper, alright? You don't need to be so perfect like me. Okay, why am I drawing all these circles? Let me tell you what. The first circle represents the total number of people originally. Okay? Then, when some people alighted or some people boarded, this will represent the number of people at the second bus stop, train stop. Then the third train stop, and then all the way until the last train stop. So we are just representing how many people are there from the first all the way to the last bus stop, train stop. So let's read the question, students. Let me warn you something. Working backwards does not mean that you read the question backwards. Humans are not even meant to read backwards. You're going to make careless mistakes. Let's read the question normally, like a normal human being, from front to back. Are you ready? First, we say that 1/5 of the people alighted. So if you just imagine, draw a model. You don't need to draw in your exam, but I just want to visualize, help you to visualize. If you draw a model, let's say this is the total number of the people, and they say that 1/5 of them alighted. This alighted. Therefore, this is the remainder. Do you notice the remainder is equal to 4 out of 5? So students, imagine you have 100 people here. And imagine 1/5 alighted. What is 100 times 1/5? 20. Does it mean that there's 20 people remaining? Hey, 1/5 alighted. Shouldn't there be 80 people who are remaining? So students, don't make this mistake. This is a very, very common mistake. Students just simply copy the fraction here and write it here. Wrong, huh? Wrong. The number of people in this circle is supposed to be the remainder. So the remainder is 4/5. You must actually multiply by 4/5 because the remainder is 4/5. Therefore, if you start with 100, you have 80 remaining. Okay? Now, let's continue. Next, 9 people boarded the bus. So if people board the bus, let me add 9 people. Next, 2 out of 7 alighted. Be careful. If 2/7 alighted, the remainder should be 5/7. So I'm going to multiply by 5/7. And then finally, they say 6 people boarded. So 6 people boarded plus 6. In the end, there were 121 passengers left over. So now we can work backwards. Okay, students, let's work backwards to find the original number that we started with. Ready? Do the opposite of what you did just now. So plus 6 become minus 6. Times 5/7 become times 7/5. Do you notice I flip it upside down? That's the opposite. The inverse. We call it the inverse. Flip it upside down. Okay? Then the opposite of plus 9 will be minus 9. The opposite of 4/5 will be 5/4. And now we can get the final answer. Ready? 121 minus 6 is 115. 115 times 7/5. Okay, this I need to do a little bit of working. Times 7/5. So let me simplify it. Divide by 5. Divide by 5. 23 times 7 is 161. Okay, 161. 161 minus 9 is 152. And finally, now I need to do a little bit of working. 152 times 5/4. Let's simplify first. Divide by 4, you get 38. Divide by 4. So the answer is 38 times 5, 190. We have found the original number of passengers. Congratulations, we have managed to solve such a long paragraph in one step, students, one step. So please, this is a very powerful AL1 strategy. If you master it and if you're not careless, you read the question properly, you can save up to 5 to 10 minutes on working backwards type of question, depending on how many parts, part A, part B, or part C, I don't know. So it can be different part, multiple parts sometimes, okay? So everybody, well done. It's just like that. Really, it's just like that. I saw one of you typing just like that. Damn, cool. Yes, it is very cool. I told you, I also teach Maths Olympiad. So I'm helping you by giving you certain Maths Olympiad style strategy. Because the Olympian students, they are really, really hardcore, you know. Hardcore. You have never seen what Olympian can do. Okay? So, don't waste your time. We have solved it in one step. Okay, let's look at method of assumption. Oh, everybody, you should know this lah. Huh? So, are you ready? I'm going to ask for your answer first, okay? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and type. What is your answer, students? Alright, Jinu, very good. Rumi and Rumi, JRR. Hey boys, come on, type faster lah boys. I already count down 5 seconds, right? I prepare you already know. Okay, so never mind. 2 to Rumi, and 1 to Jinu. Don't worry, we are gentlemen. Okay, we let them have all the points. We let them have all the glory and all the praise because we are gentlemen. We don't need all this. As long as the females are happy, we are also happy, okay? So, 28 and 11. Congratulations, Team Rumi. You are leading by more than 2 times. Well done, Team Rumi. Keep it up, huh? Okay, students, method of assumption. This question, this will definitely be tested. Huh? Okay, every year, they will test you on method of assumption, no matter what. So, everybody must know this. There are 15 questions in maths competition. The correct answer will get 8 marks. But this is a bit tricky also, students. This one can be a bit tricky, and a lot of students make a very common mistake. I'll show you later on. 5 marks were deducted for a wrong answer. Mary scored 72 marks in a competition. How many questions did she answer correctly? Students, we are going to assume. Let's assume that she got full marks. So if she got full marks, what is the total score? There are 15 questions. Every single correct answer is given 8 marks. Therefore, the full marks is 120. Now, in reality, the question says that she only scored 72. So, we are going to calculate what is the marks. How many marks did she lose? So, out of the full marks, she only got 72. That means she lost 48 marks. Now, this is the most tricky part. Are you ready, students? I want to see who can fall for this trap. I'm going to ask you a question, then I want you to type your answer in the chat. Then I will see who fell for the trap. Are you ready? My question to you is, for each wrong answer that you give, how many marks do you lose? Type in the chat now. For each wrong answer, how many marks do you lose? Oravale, you don't have the worksheet, right? So what happened is, you click on my logo. Click on the logo, the circle over there. Click on the circle over there. You DM me, direct message, PSLE MathTok. You will get the link. Then you can download your worksheet, okay? Very good. A lot of you say 12, a lot of you say 4. The commonly misunderstood, it is very commonly misunderstood, this step. Those of you who say 4, congratulations, you are wrong. You ask yourself this question. If you get it correct, the teacher give you 8 marks. If you get it wrong, they will deduct 4 marks, correct? So you ask yourself this question. If I get it wrong, will the teacher give you 8 marks first or not? Will they award you the 8 marks if you get it wrong first? No, right? What does it mean? That means you already lost out the 8 marks, you know. The 8 marks is gone. Out. Not only is the 8 marks gone, they will still deduct extra 4 marks from you. How painful is it? Not only you already lost the 8 marks, they still deduct 4 marks. I tell you, you're going to lose 12 marks. You are going to lose 12 marks if you get the answer wrong. Understand? Congratulations, those of you who answered 12. Well done! Okay? So, students, you lost 12 marks for every wrong answer. Therefore, if the total marks is 48 loss, you lost 48 marks altogether. Each question is 12 marks loss. How many answer did you answer wrongly? You take 48, divide by 12. You answer 4 questions wrongly. And how many answers did you give correct? It must have been the total number of questions minus 4, which is 11 questions. There you go. Well done, those of you who got 11 points. Wow, we have hit 50k likes. It is time to celebrate, students. Okay, even though it says 10k, it's because I didn't expect to hit 50k, so I didn't prepare a 50k likes. Let's watch the 10k video. Ready? 50k likes. Students, we have managed to hit 50k likes on our live session today. Alright, yeah, full of energy. We are going to score 10 extra marks in our PSLE exam this Friday, okay? Let's go. Question number 14, excess and shortage. It is another question that will most likely be tested. It has come up in so many years of PSLE, but do you know how to solve it or not? It can be worth anywhere from 3 to 5 marks, okay? So the students were going on an excursion and there were 35 students on each bus. So how do you identify an excess and shortage question? How do you identify excess and shortage? Oh, students, if you have questions for me, I can see some of you asking a lot of questions. If it is not related to this worksheet, later then I'll respond, but you can DM me also because I need to make sure that we can complete the worksheet. I'm really focused on helping the PSLE students for today, okay? If you have any other question, you can DM me. Like secondary 1, secondary 2, all this, yes, we have, I teach, but you can DM me and ask me, okay? I really want to help the P6 kids tonight. So, the students were going for an excursion. If there are 35 students, how do you identify excess and shortage? You look at two different scenarios they will give you, right? If this happen, okay, scenario number 1, and if that happen, you see? Scenario number 2. So, if this happen, if that happen, so you have two different scenarios and you notice something. In one scenario, you have too little of something. In another scenario, you have too much of another thing. That is how you notice that it is an excess and shortage question. So students, you see there's 35 students on each bus. There's an excess of 10 students. So straight away you write excess equal to 10 students, right? Then after that you say if each bus can carry 40 students, there will be one empty bus. Oh, one empty bus, that means you don't have enough students to go onto the bus. So you are shortage 40 students. Correct or not, students? Is this how you do it? How many of you did it this way? No need to tell me. As long as I ask you for your answer, I will know whether you got it correct already. I'm going to ask for your answer in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and send me your answer. Let's see if Rumi or Jinu wins. Rumi or Jinu, come on. Rumi. Rumi got one. Wow, so many different answers. 6, 7. Jinu got one. JJ Star, very good. Who is the other one? Come on, one more. Rumi. Oh, user number something. Rumi got 2 points. Jinu got 1 point. Alright, so 2 points and followed by 1 point for Jinu. Hey, you know something? How come JJ Star keep on helping the boys to score points? Are you the only boy here? I must wonder, is JJ Star the only boy here? Or all the other boys, you see that Rumi is winning, then you go and purposely pretend to be a girl and join their team, is it? Hey, cannot, you must play fair, okay? If you are a boy, you better give your answer as Jinu, okay? Now, let's take a look at the question. So you say the extra 10 students and the shortage 40 students, right? Then what is the difference? Okay, by the way, those of you, let me just revise for you the formula for excess and shortage. You must take the excess plus the shortage divided by the difference. That is how you apply, that is the formula, and we're going to apply it. So we found the excess, we found the shortage. Now I'm going to find the difference. We already know the difference between the buses. One bus can take 35 students, another bus can take 40 students. So if you take 35 minus 40 minus 35, the difference is 5. So if you want to find the number of buses, actually if you want to find something, I don't know what you're finding. If you want to find something, you're going to apply the formula excess plus shortage divided by the difference. Come, let me show you what you're going to do now. Excess plus shortage, this is total 50 students, divided by the difference. There is a very big problem, students. Do you notice that 10 plus 40 is excess plus shortage? This is equal to 50 students. And this is actually 5 seats. What are you doing taking the number of students divided by seats? You are taking some students and dividing it by seats. What are you going to get? What could you possibly get? The units are all wrong, man. It doesn't make sense at all. Okay? So if you want to find the number of buses, you cannot say that you have an excess 10 student, shortage 40 student. Don't use that. You take a hint from the difference. The difference is in terms of number of seats, correct? So your excess and shortage, you must ask yourself, how many seats are there? What is the extra number of seats? So let's take a look at the question one more time. If there are 35 students on each bus, there is an excess of 10 students. If there's too many students, what does it mean? There are too few seats, not enough seats. 10 shortage of seats. 10 seats shortage. Then if they say that if each bus can take 40 students, there will be one empty bus. One empty bus, that means you have 40 extra seats. Nobody sitting in it. So let's write down excess is 40 seats. Now it makes sense. You want to find how many buses are there? Now I can say I'm finding the number of buses. There are excess plus shortage. These are all seats. Divided by the difference in seats, you will end up with 10 buses. Okay? So don't do things that don't make sense. Mathematics is logical. It's all logic. You just need to ask yourself logical questions. What are you doing? How can you take people and divide them by seats? Are you going to use the seat to chop them up? No, right? So it's not logical, okay? So now you know how many buses are there, how many students are there? Well, let's count the number of students. From scenario number 1, you notice that we already know that we have 10 buses, right? Each bus contains 35 students. Then you will have a shortage of 10 seats. So that means there's too many students. You have 10 extra students. Now, if you do scenario number 2, you have 10 buses. Each bus can contain 40 students. There will be one empty bus. Not enough students. Minus 40. Do you notice that no matter what you do, the answer is still the same? So students, do you know that excess and shortage is one of the very few strategies that when you use it, you know on the spot whether you got it correct or you got it wrong. If your calculation for scenario number 1 is equal to the calculation for scenario number 2, you know that you're immediately correct. You don't need to worry, you can just move on already to the next question. But if your scenario number 1 and scenario number 2 are different answer, something is wrong. You better go back and check your workings. Okay? Typically in a class, let's win the J-star. Oh my god, you want to win J-star? You're already winning him, Rumi. Why are you so scared? You are so far ahead of J-star. J-star needs other boys to help him. Okay, all the boys who are here, can you please join J-star and help Team Jinu? Now, we only have 5 questions left for the boys to catch up. If you do some quick mathematics, is it possible or not? I don't think it's possible. Because you have 5 questions left, you have 20 questions altogether. 5 questions left, even if the boys win all the 5 questions, 3 points times 5 is 15 points. Then the maximum points that Jinu can get is 27. So at this point, I will have to announce, congratulations, Team Rumi! At this point, it is impossible for Jinu to win. Therefore, Team Rumi, you have won! Alright! Well done, students! Team Rumi, congratulations, you have won the epic math battle. At this point, it is impossible for Jinu to catch up. Okay, so good job, girls! I wonder whether the girls will win again in the advanced class. Oh my god! I thought boys are supposed to be better at math, right? There's this myth, right? Since long ago, I don't know why I heard this myth that boys are usually better than girls at math. But it seems that tonight, Team Rumi, you have proved us wrong. Okay, well done, girls. Good job. Congratulations. Now, let's complete the last 5 questions before we can celebrate. Now, question 15. The average of 5 numbers is 50. Average. Now, students, what's the formula for average? Average. Now, from now on, I will not be asking you for the top 3 answers because the competition is over. So now let's focus on the strategies. Then at the end of the lesson, I'm also going to tell you about the 3 problem sums that are going to come out, okay? Average equals to the total divided by the number of items. Okay, so for example, if you have A, B, and C, let's say this guy has 3 sweets, 4 sweets, and 5 sweets. How do you find the average? You just take the total, okay, 3 plus 4 plus 5, then you divide by the number of people, 3 people, right? You realize that the average is 4. Now, students, there's one more way to find average. Okay? It is, you ask yourself, if person A have 3 sweets, B have 4 sweets, C has 5 sweets, is it fair or unfair? It's not fair. What must person C do to make it fair? Well, person C can just give 1 sweet to person A. Then everybody will have 4 sweets. And do you notice that the average is 4? It is, right? Hey, do I need to do any addition and division or not? No need eh. It's all logic, you know. So what if I give you big numbers? Students, I give you very big numbers now. Students, what is the average of 133, 137, 141? I can immediately tell you the average already in 2 seconds. Why? You ask yourself, is it fair or not? Not fair, right? This guy need to give the other guy 4. Then the average is 137. If you don't believe me, you type your calculator. Even your calculator is slower than me. Okay? So, this is a different way to logify average. It's a logical way of thinking. And you just need to ask yourself, is it fair? So now that you know, we call this the concept of fairness, by the way. The concept of fairness. And you notice that it helps you save a lot of time. Even when the numbers are big, right? The numbers are big, you get the answer in 3 seconds. So you don't need to add everything together and divide by 3, okay? So what are we going to do? The question says that the average of 5 numbers is 50. Let me write down the 5 number. Pretend that the 5 number is A, B, C, D, E, and the 6th number is F. This is before. At first, the average is 50. That means everybody has 50 sweets. Just pretend that everybody have some sweets, okay? F is not here yet. So let's put 0. F is not here yet. He haven't come yet. After that, now F is coming already. The 6th person is coming soon. After the 6th person is added, everybody increase by 2. Increase by 2 become 52, right? 52, 52, 52, including F also, 52. Everybody including F. Do you notice what happened? Do you notice that everybody gain an extra 2 sweets? Gain 2 sweets. And this guy, the difference here is 52. Let me ask you this question. Where did the extra 2 sweets come from? Who gave it to them? Person F. Person F came in with a lot of sweets. Then everybody complained, it's not fair, you have so many sweets, it's not fair. Then what did person F do? Okay, I give you. Then he gave 2 sweets to everybody. And in the end, everybody have 52 sweets. So, all these 2 extra sweets came from person F. So, all these 2 sweets originally belong to person F. And in the end, person F still have 52, right? So, how many sweets does person F have? 62, done. Do you see me multiplying big numbers? Do you see me subtracting big numbers? No. It's all small number, easy to handle. And yet, very fast. Okay? Of course, if you want to use the formula, average equals to total divided by the number, or you want to use total equal to average times the number, it's up to you. There's more than one way to solve math. I'm teaching you the strategy just in case you find it helpful. And if you find it helpful, you can use it in the exam. However, students, if you are not comfortable with the strategy and you are not confident, please don't use it. Later you use wrongly, even worse. Okay, let me tell you what's happening in the background. What's happening behind this question, students? We have A, B, C, D, E, F. At first, everybody has 50 sweets. Then suddenly person F came in, you know. He came in with 62 sweets. Then everybody complained, hey, it's not fair, you have so many sweets. Then person F said, okay, fine. Everybody, I just give you 2 sweets. Then everybody got 2 sweets from person F. Then in the end, everybody have the same number of sweets. And that is the average, 52. The new average, 52. That is exactly what is happening behind the scenes. And that is the story behind the concept of fairness. Okay, awesome. So, math is more than just formula. Math is a lot of logic. If you just be logical, ask yourself the correct questions, you will be able to do it, students. And yet you can save so much time, huh? Alright, let's take a look at question 16. This one is also very logical. Students, ask just for fun. Let me ask you, what is your answer? Don't need to type Rumi and Jinu anymore. What is your answer? Oh yeah, by the way, since the... okay, no need to type Rumi and Jinu. You can just type your answer if you know it. Can you tell me what is the area of the shaded part? If you know it, come, let's see who are the top 3 students. People are trash talking Jinu. Walao eh. 400. Very good, Chris. Very good. Who else? Chris, Claire, Natasha. Very good. 6-7. Ruin 6-7. Bossman, very good. Claire, Realtor, yes. Aurora, very good. Royal, yes. Well done, students. Okay, you got it correct. Good job. Okay, students. What is the concept behind this? First, I want you to start with a rectangle. Then, I want you to cut it into half. Do you agree that the triangle is half of the rectangle, students? Then, I want to draw another rectangle here. And I also want you to cut it into half. Students, do you agree that this triangle is half again? It is also half of the other rectangle. Now, what happens when I combine the 2 shapes? Students, when I combine the 2 shapes, do you notice that this entire triangle, right, is also going to be half of the entire rectangle? So, what do you learn from this? Whenever you see a rectangle, and you see a triangle inside it, then the triangle is half of the rectangle. Understand? Even if the triangle is like that, it doesn't matter. Okay, any triangle inside any rectangle, the triangle is always going to be half of the rectangle. Therefore, you can very safely say that this triangle is half. Okay, let's talk about the left hand side and the right hand side. This triangle is half of the rectangle. The other triangle is also half of the rectangle. That means half of the entire shape is not shaded. If half of the shape is not shaded, the other half is shaded, no? Right? So we can say that half is shaded. So we'll say half, the shaded area, right? The shaded area is half of the entire rectangle. So what is the entire rectangle, students? You take the length times the breadth, and you end up with 400. Okay, simple enough, students. Once you understand the concept, then you apply it onto the question. Now, let's take a look at this. This is a little bit more challenging. Now you are folding the shape already. Students, I'm just curious, who got it correct? Come, can you type your answer and see who got it correct? I'm going to see who is the one. Come, let me call out your name if you get it correct. I'll call out your name. Who is the one who got it correct? Anybody knows the answer for this question? Anybody? Ayo, 429 oh, 500 Looks like nobody got it correct so far. Nobody got it correct yet. Nobody got it correct yet. Hey, wait. Oh, I think somebody might have gotten it correct. Well done, students. Okay, sorry, I actually missed the correct answer already because the chat is quite fast and I'm quite an old person, so my eyes are not that fast. Students, we are going to take a look at the folded area. The thing that I want you to learn about the folded area is that this triangle here will be exactly the same as the thing that you folded down. These two are exactly the same because you already folded it, right? So if you unfold it, okay, students, just imagine, if let's say you are still confused, right? I want you to imagine that you take this corner, you unfold it. If you unfold it, it will go back here, right? then don't you see that this entire folded part is actually equal to this triangle? So that's the most important thing you need to know whenever you talk about folded regions. They are like a mirror image of each other, okay? So what do I mean by mirror image? If you draw a line here, imagine that this is a mirror. Then this is going to be exactly the reflection of the other. Symmetric. So now that you know that these two triangles are exactly the same, they must have the same area. How do you find the shaded part? Well, if you want to find the shaded part, you just need to take the entire piece of paper minus the two triangle. You just need to minus the two triangle, and you'll be able to get the shaded part. Okay, so what is the rectangle? Rectangle is 32 times 15, the entire rectangle, minus 2 times the triangle. What is the formula to find area of triangle? Half times the base times the height. Go back and check what is the base of the triangle. Remember, the base of a triangle is always 90 degrees to the height. 90 degrees. Extremely important. So let's calculate this. Okay. If you notice, this is 12 and this is 15. Therefore, this must be 3. Then if you compare, this is 15. This is 32. Therefore, this must be 17. So the base is 13. The base is 3. And the height is 17. Okay? Students, always simplify before you multiply. 2 and 2 can simplify each other. Cancel it out. You are left with 13 times 17 here. This is 32 times 15 here. If you work it out, you end up getting 429 cm square. There you go. Well done. So many of you got it correct. Good job, JJ, Star. Who else got it correct? Let me scroll up and see who else got it correct. 429, right? Edwin, well done. Yvonne, BG. Then who else? Chris, well done. Cheyenne, Go, Laffy. Good job, students. You want to hit 60k? 60k like. You already hit 60k like, what? Now it's 63k. Okay, if you hit 75k, right? Then we have another celebration. We'll have another one when we hit 75k, okay? Alright, well done, students. Those of you who got 429, good job. User, don't know who. So long I cannot read your name. Islam, very good. Alright, you want 67k? 67. Okay, 67k likes. No problem, 67 sounds good. If we hit 67, we'll do a celebration, okay? Now, let's take a look at question 8. Overlapping area. Students, it is very obvious that this is overlapping. So let me ask you this question. When two things overlap each other, how many layers do you have? Layer number 1 is at the bottom. Layer number 2 is on top. You have 2 layers. So, if you take the first triangle, okay, let's call it the yellow triangle. And let's call the other one the green one. Can you imagine what will happen if you add them together? If you take yellow triangle plus the green triangle, you will end up with 2 overlapping areas. Because there's 2 layers, one over another. Wow, 67k, congratulations! Okay, 6-7, nice, good job, students. So if you have 2 overlapping regions, right? If you have 2 overlapping regions, then, and they already told you the unshaded region is 106 centimeters. That means all these extra parts is 106. So I can say that the unshaded parts plus the 2 overlapping parts will be equal to the yellow triangle plus the green triangle. Okay, so how do you find the area of the shaded region? You just need to add. Okay, so if you want to find the shaded part, let's Okay, let's find two overlap first. How do you find the two overlapping parts? Two overlap equals to, you just need to add these two triangles, but you don't forget to minus away the unshaded part, okay? Then you'll be able to find two of the overlapping part. Then later you just need to divide by 2, you get the answer already. Now, let's go ahead and calculate it. I will, in order to find the shaded, okay, two shaded parts, I need to take the green triangle. Where's the green triangle? Half times the green triangle is 8 cm, the height is 18. Students, look here, base and height. The question is also testing whether you know how to identify the base and the height. The height is always, this is the height. The height is always 90 degrees to the base. Always remember this, 90 degrees. Even if I give you an upside down triangle and I tell you that the base is here, you must give me the perpendicular 90 degrees height. Always, always. It doesn't matter where's the base. The base can be anywhere. So, this is yellow, green triangle plus yellow triangle, half times 12 times 24. Okay, 12 here, then the height is here, 24, 90 degrees. Then you must minus the shaded, minus the unshaded part, 106. So remember, students, always simplify before you multiply. Divide by 2, divide by 2, divide by 2, divide by 2. Okay, so if you work it out, the two overlapping areas will be, oh yeah, then you just need to, okay, if you work this out, you get 4 times 18, which is 72, plus 6 times 24, 144, minus 106, which will give us 110. So this is 2 of the shaded region. If you only want to find one shaded region, then what do? You just divide by 2 and you will have the answer. Very good. How many of you got this answer, students? Raise your hand. How many of you managed? Can you type 55 if you got it correct? I want to see how many of you got it correct. Aura, how to say your name? Aurora Vale. Sure, I dare you to do the dance if we hit 80k. Can? No lah, 80, now it's already 75. Confirm hit 80, right or not? Okay, I tell you what, if we hit 100k, then we do the dance, okay? Shaking boom boom. Wait, who else? Me, 55. Very good, students. Well done. Okay, now it is time for angles. It is now, students, I have an important strategy that I want to teach you that will help you to save a lot of time. So before we even start doing this, I'm going to draw something for you. If I draw a triangle here, students, okay, everyone look here, I draw a triangle. Do you notice, students, if I have an angle outside, we are going to call this the exterior angle. Exterior angle. And whenever you have an exterior angle, it always equals to the sum of the two interior opposite angles. So what we can say is the exterior angle equal to angle A plus angle B. If you learn this, I guarantee you will save time when you do your angles question. Let me show you why. Okay? Let's observe this diagram, students. Before I start, come, let's see who got it correct. Everybody type your answer. Come, I want to see who got it correct. I will call out your name if you got it correct. Type your answer, please. Everyone type your answer. I'm going to call out your name if you got it correct. Very good, BG. Well done. And Master Natasha, Thai Chris, Clara, very good. Bossman, Aurora Vale, Hello Poki, Sherry, what, so many. JJ Star, Papaya, 667. You got it correct. Kapla, very good. Well done. Okay. So, students, how do we solve this? First, you notice that you need to read the question. A, B, C, D is a square. 1, 2, 3, 4. All 4 sides are the same. Square. They say BCE is an equilateral triangle. Students, equilateral, all the sides are equal. So do you notice that if it is an equilateral, this must be 60 degree. This is also 60 degree. This is also going to be 60 degree. Everything is 60 for equilateral triangle. And of course, if you have a square, then this must be 90 lah. This is also 90. Every angle here is 90 if it is a square. Now, they say they want you to find angle X. Where's angle X? Oh, over here. Angle X is over here. Now, first I want you to take note, everybody, there is a letter X. Do you notice that we have a letter X here? Whenever we talk about angles, students, please look out for the alphabet F, Z, and X. Why? Because when you have letter X, then this angle and this angle, they're all equal. This angle is also equal to this angle. When you have a letter Z, that means parallel lines. Then this angle, alternate angles, are equal to each other. When you have letter F, which is also parallel lines, this angle and this angle, corresponding angles, are equal to each other. Understand, students? And of course, if you zoom in, you can see letter B here. A plus B equal 180 degrees. Always look out for F, Z, and X structure. Then you will be able to solve your angle problems. So, if this is X, that means this is also X. Alright? Then if it is isosceles triangle, okay, now I'm erasing this. I want everybody to look at this isosceles triangle here. If isosceles triangle, it means two sides are the same. That means this angle and this angle are equal to each other. Let's call it angle Y. Students, can you find angle Y? Of course you can, because you already know that this is 90 degrees and this is 60 degrees. So now you have a triangle that looks like this. 90 plus 60 is 150. Then this is angle Y and this is angle Y. The total sum of angles in any triangle is 180. So you take 180 minus 150 divided by 2. You notice that this must be 15 degrees. Angle Y is 15 degrees. Okay, angle Y 15 degrees. Done. Next, how do you find angle X? Now, this is where I want you to pay attention to the exterior angle. I'm going to highlight something for you. Okay? Ready? Look at this triangle. And if I draw a line here, what happened? Do you notice something about angle X here? Angle X is an exterior angle. That means angle X equal to this plus this. 15 plus 90. Angle X equal to 15 plus 90 degrees, which will give us 105 degrees. There you go. Didn't it help you save time? Because you managed to spot the exterior angle. Right, students? Wow, we had 90k likes. I think 100k is inevitable soon. Okay, for our final two questions, let's try question 20. Everybody, can you type your answer, please? I want to know who got it correct. Come, tell me, what is your answer? I will call out your name if you got it correct. For those of you who are just joining, right, I think the lesson is almost ending, but if you want, we have another session at 8 p.m. So if you really want to, for those of you who are new to this live, you want to download the worksheet, you look at my logo here, the circle logo, you click on that logo, you can go and DM me, direct message, DM. What should you DM? You DM this word here, PSLE MathTok. Then you get a link. You can go and download the worksheet and follow along. Because we are going to end the class after these two lessons. We are going to end the class. Later on, we are going to continue at 8 o'clock for a different session. Okay? Then we can restart the score already. You see this? This will restart. I wonder whether Jinu stand a chance next time. Okay, question number 20. I can see so many of you typing the answer. You are correct. 56. Natasha, Haven, go. Very good. Hello, Poki. Kapla, Aiza, who is that? J Lady, Bossman, very nice. Ty Chris, very good. Who else got it correct? Well done, students. Well done. So many of you. 06. No, it's not 58. Okay, come. Let's take a look here. If you have questions, you can DM me, by the way. I just want to focus on solving the worksheet first. So if anyone have any different question about secondary school or whatever, yes, we have it, but you can DM me. Okay, let's take a look. In the figure, ABCD is a rectangle and AEFG is a rhombus. So if it's rhombus, what is a rhombus, student? Let me tell you that a rhombus is simply a slanted square. It's just a slanted square. All the sides are still the same, but all the lines are parallel to each other. You see, parallel, 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 and all the sides have the same length. Do you notice something, students? If all the sides are the same length, then don't you see that this is a isosceles triangle, and this is also an isosceles triangle? Therefore, we can say that this angle is the same as this angle. This angle is the same as this angle, right? Good. So that's isosceles triangle. We label whatever you observe, right? You label it so that later you can solve it more easily, okay? They ask you to find the angle CHF. Okay, let's draw CHF. Where's CHF? CHF, this angle. So we want to find CHF over here. Okay, let me mark it with a double line. This angle we are trying to find. So, everyone, do you notice what the question say? They said that the rectangle, it is a rectangle. Whenever you see the word rectangle, that means 90 degree, 90 degree, 90 degree. And also this must be 90 degrees. Are you able to find A or not? Of course. 2 angle A equal to 90 minus 22, which gives us 68. That means angle A must be 34 degrees. Well done, well done. So now that you already know that angle A is 34 degrees, then how are you going to find the missing angle? Very easy, what? This is 34, right? Do you notice that this angle is equal to the other side? Why? Because there is a letter X. Letter X. Okay? Letter X. Therefore, let's call this angle theta. We need to find this, which is the same as this. Angle theta equals to 180 degree minus 90 degree, then minus 90 degree minus 34, and we have our final answer. Well done, those of you who got 56. Good job. Oh, we surpassed 100k likes. It's time to celebrate. Yeah, 100k likes. Stand up. Cannot lah, I'm in the studio. My head will get cut off. You don't believe I show you my head cut off. You see, my head cut off already because I have a green screen over here. I cannot. Yeah, too little space already lah. Maybe next time I will make a full background, because green screen green screen is very difficult to. It's very complicated lah. When you go and research green screen, you understand. Okay, so. You need a very big studio. That's why, you know, those Harry Potter movie, Lord of the Ring, all those CGI, right? They have a very huge green screen studio, and it is huge. It's really huge. Now, let's take a look at our final question for today. Everyone, I'm really happy that we have managed to surpass 100k likes for this video, and I'm really glad that all of you are paying attention, and I hope that you are still learning all the strategies that I've taught you. This is our final question. After that, we will start to end off the class, and I'll let you know about the 3 problems that are going to be tested. So, let's take a look at question 21. In the figure below, you have 2 identical squares. So, when you say square, it is 90 degrees. 90 degrees, right? And you notice that if this is a square and they are both the identical square, that means this length and this length are all the same. And this length and this length are all the same. So, you have isosceles again. So useful. It's very useful, isosceles. I'm not surprised if isosceles come out, because it comes out very frequently. Isosceles 16 degrees. So let's call this angle A, and let's call this angle B, and let's call this angle Y. Because isosceles triangle means that both of them are the same. So, everybody, can you type your answer in the chat? What is the answer for the final question? 06, you got it correct. Anyone else? Do you do H2 maths? No, I don't. I do up to secondary. Jurong, huh? Oh, 74, correct. Wow, so many of you typing. BG, Aurora Vale, Claire Realtor, Chris, very good. Jurong, J-Rong, J-Rong, Junrong, or something wrong, right? Bossman, sorry, Bossman, it's not 76. Natasha, very good. JJ Star, well done. Aurora Vale, good job. Islam, you got it correct. Alright, so students, now we have, what's that called? BY. Okay, we are going to try to find angle Y. They say that we already know that this is 16, this is 16. So it's definitely very possible to find A. You just need to minus 16, minus 16. Right? And we will get 148 degrees. So we already found A, step by step. Now, you look at, we are going to try to find B. But before you find B, right, you must ask yourself, whenever you see a circle, what is the total angle in the circle? 360 degrees. Then you must ask yourself why. Why is a circle 360 degrees? Let me show you. Because if I draw two lines like that, if I draw a cross, you notice this is 90 degree, plus 90 plus 90 plus 90 plus 90. Don't you agree that the entire circle is 360? So if you ever forget, then you just draw some lines and 90 plus 90 plus 90 plus 90 is 360. So now you know the entire thing is 360. So let's find B. B equal to 360. 360 minus 90 minus 90 minus A, 148. And you realize that B is 32 degrees. So now can you find Y? Of course. Y is equal to 180 minus 32, which is B. Okay, you minus away the B. You left with 2Y. If you want to find only one Y, you must divide by 2. Divide by 2, and we have 74. Well done. Congratulations, everybody. We have completed today's worksheet. Wait, let me change screen. Well done, everybody. Not only did we finish the worksheet, we even managed to hit 100k likes. That is mind-blowing. Okay, and of course, congratulations once again, girls. You have proven yourself to be very strong at math, and you even trashed Team Jinu. Right, so well done, Team Rumi. Team Jinu, if you are joining me for 8 p.m, please buck up. Please buck up. Let's see whether you stand a chance against Rumi. But now I think, very well done, students. You have all worked hard tonight. You learned a lot. Don't stress if you didn't understand 100%. Even if you understand half of the strategies that I taught you, it is already worth 10 marks. So you are going to add 10 marks to your total score this Friday. There are 48 hours left before the PSLE Math exam. Let's squeeze out every last mark together. So tomorrow morning, I'm going to remember I told you that there are 3 problem sums that are very likely that I spotted. I'm going to email you the 48-hour challenge worksheet with these 3 problem sums. And here's what you must do. Your task is to try the worksheet. Then you keep a lookout on TikTok, because I'll be posting the video explanation for these 3 problem sums on Wednesday evening and Thursday evening. Keep a look on TikTok. Keep a lookout on TikTok. And here's my final boost. On Friday morning itself, I'm going to drop an AL1 Exam Formula video. And this video is designed to keep you calm, sharp and focused on the way to the exam hall. And this video will contain the same tips that I give my students to allow them to maximize their exam performance and secure their AL1. And this video is perfect for you to watch on the way to the exam hall. Okay? So now, one more quick reminder. Overworking and panicking only leads to more mistakes. Stay calm. Trust the effort that you already put in. And remember, PSLE is not the end of the road. You are still moving on to Sec 1, and I'll be right here to support you on that journey too. Okay? Parents, thank you for joining us tonight as well. I know that the pressure at home is real, but your involvement in your child's academic journey will make a huge difference to encourage and motivate them. I hope tonight gave you confidence and clarity. This is not goodbye, this is just the beginning. Stay tuned here on TikTok. Keep learning and let's walk into PSLE ready to win. If you have any questions, you send me a DM and I'll check it as soon as I can. For those of you who are joining me in my advanced session later on at 8 p.m, take a quick dinner break, come back and be ready to solve tougher questions there. Those of you who are new and you do not have the worksheet, click on this logo here, my logo. Click on the circle logo. Send us a direct message, DM, PSLE MathTok. PSLE MathTok. You receive the link to download the worksheet. And you can join us at 8 p.m. session. Okay? Thank you everyone. And one last dance before we go. Ready? Let's go for one last dance. Wait. Oh no, wait. Okay, let's do one last dance before we go. Let me use a white color screen so it's easier for you all to see. Okay, ready? One last dance. Alright, good job students. It was really fun teaching everyone tonight. You are also active and engaging. That really motivates me to teach you even harder. Okay, so those of you who want to join me for 8 p.m, take a quick dinner break. I'll see you later. Congratulations Team Rumi. Let's see who's the next winner. Bye everybody.